Ask Tom on Home Show.
Jana from Deer Park has some runoff problems.
Well, it's none of the houses in her neighborhood, she says, were built with gutters, Tom. And Jana writes to us, I'm concerned about my foundation because with all the rain we've had since Ike and the tree growth blocking sunlight, my grass has died and the soil is eroded on two sides of my house. And she has a picture of it here. You can see what she's talking about. For decades, runoff has gone into the soil with some going into the street. And she says, I always appreciate the fact that I don't have gutters on this house. But with gutters, she wonders, won't more water wind up in the city sewers? Is this a good thing? And if she does put in these gutters, Tom, she asks the question we hear so often, does she run them all the way around the house?
Well, first off, it looks very low in that spot, and I think a lot of the reason the grass is not there is just because it's water, not really the runoff, but the water that just sits up against the house. So I got a couple issues here I got to hit with, and I have a certain amount of time, so let me do it kind of quickly. But a good thing is I see a lot of concrete exposure there. So you have a positive situation you can work with. Secondly, you might consider, without the gutters, doing some landscaping in there with bull rock and things of that nature, because it's going to be hard for you to get the grass to grow there unless you build it up, because standards on any home say that water needs to run away from the foundation at least 4 feet and then start to get to the street or to wherever your drainage system, where you have culverts or something like that, back of the house, front of the house, where it's supposed to go. Now, real quickly, sewer systems and storm sewers are different. Storm sewers are meant to run the water away, so you want it to go there. That's not a problem. But to get that high enough to where you can have grass there, and you already say there's already a shade there, I would consider some landscaping there that would make it look finished and nice, and that means rocks. And if you do that, you might not need gutters at all. Will gutters hurt? No. If you have a gutter runoff problem, you certainly could put gutters on there, but put it into a drain and have that drain go underground and take it to the street in most cases, so it goes into the storm sewer. Don't just dump it right there, because it's just going to come back to the house. So it might not hit hard, but it's still going to cause all that damage. But it sounds like it's time for a drainage person, kind of slash landscaper, to dress your area up there, because obviously grass is not going to grow, or you'd have it, and that means on both sides. Last comment, do you have to have gutters all the way around? No, you only put gutters where you need them.
So in this case, if she's getting that kind of runoff on the house right there and it's really making a big impact, the gutters would actually redirect it somewhere else where it would make a difference. And one other thing, Tom, you said bull rock. That's a certain size rock. Does bull rock come in different sizes?
It's like a 2.5 to 3 inch rock. And what you can do is put a flower bed in that's all bull rock, and you might be able to even put some plants or stuff in there. I have bull rock around most of my house because the water runs off and goes into the rock, and that's where the drainage system is, and it looks nice. And it also protects it, the foundation, from all the mud and splashing and everything. But even if you don't, if you put gutters up and avoid all the water coming off the house, you still have all the rainwater coming onto the ground, and it still looks like it's going to drain there and still be a problem. It just won't be coming off the roof. So gutters are not the end all. Gutters might be part of the whole solution, but there's more there than just a gutter would solve.
All right. Do you have a question? We want to solve your problems and not just put a Band-Aid on them. And so go to HomeShowRadio.com, click on that blue Ask Tom button right there, and that'll take you here where you can send us a video, you can write us a question. Just help us out with pictures or videos or whatever, because we can see the problem and help you better. And that's what we like to do. Tom likes to do these every day, so we do. And we post them on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel for Home Show Radio, and of course at HomeShowRadio.com.